Good morning, good evening, good day, everybody. I hope you had a good day or evening. Uh, Time to take your coffee and let's start. Welcome. Here is your host or narrator Metal, and today we will be introducing the Dravorn map, which you see in front of you. Isn't it beautiful? I hope so too. Okay, let's begin. This image is not just a star map. It is the cleanest way to understand what the Crucible system is. The Dravorn system, of course, as you see on the image. It is not a normal empire. It is not a machine world network. It is not a military fortress pretending to be a civilization. The Crucible system is hidden heart of the Dravorn, stabilized, protected, sealed away, and built around one central idea. Life must be protected without being turned into property. That is why the system looks beautiful before it looks powerful. The Draven do not cover their worlds in metal just to prove they are advanced. They do not poison their skies to show the industry. They do not carve every mountain into a weapon platform. Their strength is hidden beneath rivers, villages, forests, roads, lakes, libraries, old forges, and quiet homes. That is the first thing viewer like you need to understand. The Crucible is not weak because it looks peaceful. It looks peaceful because Draven are strong enough to protect peace without destroying it. And now to the uh, to the stars, to planets. At the center of the system is Solus. Solus is the stabilized star, the anchor, the heart of the system, and one of the oldest living intelligence of the Draven. In this map, Solus is shown as an enhanced stable star. It is not just source of the light and heat. It is the stabilizing center of a civilization that survived impossible exile. Around Solus there are Crucible Worlds. Each one has a purpose. Each one carries part of the Draven civilization. The worlds are not random colonies, they form a civil ecology. One world handles sanctuary, one handles life, one peace, one conflict. Some carry ordinary people, one remakes matter, one preserves memory. Together they explain what Draven are. The Crucible system explains inside a hidden pocket dimension. It is beyond normal reach. No ordinary fleet simply can arrive there. No hostile power can translate into system by accident. No outsider finds the path by looking harder. The system is protected by layered defense, hidden traffic logic, identity locks, planetary shields, full space masking, and gate control. This secrecy is not cowardice. That line is important. The Draven are not hiding because they fear the galaxy. They are hiding because they refuse to expose the heart of this civilization to the every predator, empire, cult, raider, and conqueror that thinks a peaceful world is an invitation. The system is connected through the Dragon Gate network. These gates are not loud storms. They are not screaming holes in the reality. They are calm, controlled identity locker transit points. Some appear as stone rings, some appear as ancient arches, some are hidden inside the mountain halls. Sanctuary platforms or quiet civic structures, when active, they shimmer with calm blue light, almost like a water. That quietness matters. Draven technology is stronger when it does not demand attention. A traveler seen a gate, a traveler seen destination, verification, identity, confirmation, threat analysis, environment scanning. traffic priority, and security logic all moving behind the surface. The system does not allow free movement to everybody, as you can see per map. A true Dravorn citizen may move through the deeper network according to authorization and trust. A protected resident, trader, diplomat, or sanctuary guest may receive a limited access, but that does not open the hidden heart of the Crucible. Sanctuary is not same as an unrestricted entry. The Dragon can offer mercy without opening the every door. Now let's look at the Coralax. Coralax is the threshold world. It is the public face of the Dragon, the sanctuary world, the embassy world, and the suspended battlefield. That means this planet is outside the Crucible system. It is connected via the gate. Visually, Coralax should feel like a beautiful green mountain sanctuary. High valleys, clean waters, old roads, medieval villages, misted cliffs, aurora skies, quiet farms, and places that feel almost too peaceful for the galaxy around them. But the Coralax itself is not innocent. Coralax handles the past and the future. The past arrives in form of the broken warriors, forgotten defenders, restored machines, lost legends, corrupted but recoverable champions, and beings that galaxy wasted. These people, machines, legends are not dragged into service immediately. They are healed first. They are allowed to breathe. They are told the war is not over yet. A former soldier may repair. A restored machine may sit beside the village road. A warrior who only knew orders may learn how to farm. A person who was treated as a weapon may remember they are a person. This is why Coralax is dangerous. Its peace is real, but its purpose is preparation. The future waits beneath the fields, because one day the Devourer comes, and the Dragon are gathering those who may stand against the extinction. Next is Gaia, which you see on the screen. Gaia is the world of life. It is abundance, agriculture, celebration, forest, warmth, family, food, renewal, and the great civil festival of the Dragon. Gaia is not an untouched wilderness. It is cultivated, loved, inhabited, and protected. Settlers follow the land rather than dominating. Roads bend around ancient routes, homes are built with the terrain, festival grounds are woven through the forests, meadows, and river paths. The message of Gaia is simple. Life is not a resource. Life is the reason that it exists. Every year the Dragon gather there. That means biological citizens, synthetics, restored warriors, children, farmers, artisans, guardians, and artificial minds walking in the chosen bodies. It is not just a party, it is a civil heartbeat of the Dragon. It is a reminder that all the gates, all the shields, all the weapons, all the hidden infrastructure, and all the terrifying restraints exist for the one reason, so the life can continue. Then the next on the image that you see in front of you is the forest and lake world. This is the temple of the peace. It is quieter than Gaia. It is not the festival world. It is the world of breathing. Think peaceful green valleys, clean rivers, large lake villages, small bridges, water mills, moss-covered stones for forest paths, old homes, memory cabins. It is a place for healing after the war, for grief, for reflection, for those who cannot sleep on Coralax, and for those who have been restored but are not yet ready to rejoin ordinary noise. For the forest and lake world does not exist to impress anybody or anyone. It exists to lower the soul's weapon. That means the person's weapon, not the Solus as the STC. That one is the strongest from Dravorn. Healing is not only medical. Sometimes a person needs a world quiet enough to stop expecting danger behind every sound. So you understand. On the other side of the idea is the volcanic world. That is something for others who like violence. The volcanic world exists because peace cannot be maintained by pretending conflict does not exist. See what I mean? This is the arena of conflict, but not blood sport. It is a pressure valve. It has black stone, red light, ash skies, controlled arenas, shield, shielded at combat zones, obsidian fortresses, martial monasteries, lava channels, and training fields where violence can be expressed without becoming predation. Warriors train there, guardians test limits there, old soldiers release what cannot be spoken away, recruits learn control, dangerous abilities are tested under extreme safeguard. The law of the volcanic world is discipline. Its purpose is to keep violence from poisoning worlds meant for peace. So you understand a little bit the structure now, how the planets are structured. I hope you do. That extinction matters because Dravorn are peaceful, but they are not fragile. They do not pretend anger does not exist. They do not pretend martial skill is evil. They give conflict a place, rule, limits, and purpose. And that's why such planet exists. Now we come to the Feudal Worlds. Some of you are farmers. Some of you are good in hand skills. That's something maybe for you. In the image we see Feudal World 1, 2, 3. This represents the homes of the people. These worlds are not primitive because Dravorn lack the technology. They are human scale because ordinary life matters. The feudal worlds are villages, towns, farms, orchards, mills, roads, bridges, pasture lands, markets, squares, family homes, and regional traditions. The settlements may look old, but they are clean, safe, healthy, and quietly supported by hidden Dragon infrastructure. There is no famine by negligent, no plague by ignorance, no noble extraction, no arbitrary cruelty. No one owns more than they can use, maintain, defend, or be socially trusted with. This is where Draven rejects the idea that progress must mean giant sterile cities. They have godlike machines, correct, but they still choose villages. They have impossible infrastructure, but they will still value bread, family, roads, neighbors, music, repair, arguments, harvest, and the normal rhythm of the living. This might be for some of you weakness. That is the point. Then we have Anvilus planet, which you see. Anvilus is the forge planet, but it is not imaged as an industrial car, as you can see. Anvilus is beautiful. It is a world of mountains, valleys, rivers, clean air, medieval forge towns, old roads, forests, hand forge apprentices, stone holes, and hidden megastructures beneath the surface. That's why the planet is so beautiful. The true power of Anvilus lies inside the mountains. Beneath the ranges are forge halls, large enough to make warships, fabrication vaults, reclamation engines, material purification systems, armor foundries, ship-breaking chambers, repair cathedrals, and machine sanctions. But the valley remains alive. The old forge lives beside the impossible forge. Citizens still hammer metal by hand. They still teach apprentices. They still make tools, hinges, blades, horseshoes, ceremonial pieces, and practical objects. This is not because they need to do things the slow way. It is because the rhythm of making still matters. That's why Anvilus is the Dravorn answer to the poisoned Forge World ideas. Creation without ugliness, industry without poisoning, recycling without desecration. Power behind hidden beneath mountains while villages smoke rises gently in the valley. Finally, there is Athenaeum. It is a library world, but that phrase is too small unless we understand what it means. It is not one giant archive building. It is a world of memory, roads, lake archives, tower libraries, underground stacks, mountain vaults, testimony halls, open air reading roads, machine memory sanctions, translation monastery, quiet repository, village libraries, and archive settlements that spreads across the entire planet. The Athenaeum preserves what Anvil does not recycle. It holds recovered histories, songs, military testimonies, dead languages, personal journalists, machine memories, extincts, world records, species archives, failed treaties, lost maps. Nothing that matters is allowed to vanish simply because body, ship, world, or empire that carried is gone. This is why this planet is called almost like a groove. Memory there is not treated as a dead data. It is treated like a living groove. Some libraries are grand enough to humble kings, some small enough to sit beside a village road. Both matters. So think of this world as a mega giant library where you can stroll through the endless roads and you find library upon library. This is a cool idea which I envisioned for this planet. When we step back and look at the whole image, the Crucible systems becomes very clear, and I hope it does. Crucible, Coralax handles the past and the future. Gaia carries the life. The forest and the lake world carries peace. The volcanic world carries conflict. The feudal worlds protect ordinary living. Anvilus remakes matter. The Athenaeum preserves memory. Soul anchors the system. The gate connects it to the Coralax. The identity locks protects it. And the hidden infrastructure makes sure all of it can survive. This is why the Dravorn are not an empire. An empire expands because it wants more. The Dravorn hold the fence, meaning the system that we just explained, because they know exactly what must not be lost. They do not conquer for glory. They do not demand worship. They do not force salvation on every world beyond their reach. They protect what is inside this system. offer sanctuary where they choose, and prepare for the one threat that makes even their power feel too small. Endless hunger, endless number, endless triage, and you know of who I speak. The Crucible system is therefore not just a location, it is the Dravorn argument made visible. It says that civilization does not have to become extraction. It says technology does not have to murder beauty. It says power does not have to become conquest. It says machine can be a citizen, a warrior can be a person again. A forge can warm instead of consume, and memory can live instead of being archived as a dust. But it also says something colder. The gates are locked. The worlds are shielded. The system is a peaceful because it is protected. And if something comes to the world, the life itself, the Dravorn will not answer with speeches. They will answer with everything the Crucible has been quietly preparing since its first existence for 16,000 years. That is the Crucible system, a hidden Dragon domain, beautiful first, impossible underneath, stabilized, protected, and beyond the reach of those who mistake peace for weakness. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and there is more to come. So enjoy your day and see ya.